Welcome to the Mod Squad, where we're just a couple friends talking about anything pop culture and bandbox related. I am your host, Kevin. Joining me as always is Felix.
What's up?
Today we're going to be talking about something pop culture. But before we do, Squad 15. If you are a new member to the Bandbox, www.thebandbox.com to get your subscription box, and you enter Squad 15, you get 15% off your first box. A good deal.
Isn't that a deal?
That is a great deal. Today we are going to be talking a little bit about the CW show Superman and Lois. There are 4 episodes out right now at the time of recording, and we're going to talk about a little what we think of the show.
There is going to be spoilers.
It is going to be spoiler laden because I do not have the time nor the effort to try to do this with spoiler free. That's just the God honest truth.
The other day, Kevin texted me something. I'm like, I'm not there yet. And then this past weekend, we cleared out, I think, the 3 episodes. So I just watched the 1 episode.
You watched the
we did
opening,
the 3.
the season premiere.
We did the 3, and God, this is good TV, man. It really is. Like I said, all of us are I look forward to this every week. And it's a Superman, what I think they did good in here, I need a drink.
No,
is
doing a lot of things good.
But the main thing is drama. They get you invested. There's good characters. All the characters you like, all the characters you want to see where the future heads. There's not bait and switch really, but in the very beginning of the first season, you think, you know what? Really quick, now that I'm there talking about first season, if you click the little deal that comes out right now, you can see us talk about the first season of it's us plus I think Brandon and Carrie talking about the Superman and Lois from the first season. But all I'm gonna say, dude, is this last episode, he goes, this bizarre something, this bizarre
let's start
Superman.
Let's start from the beginning.
Yeah,
It picks up basically right where season 1 ended.
Literally,
it kind of recaps where season 1 ended, where Henry Iron's daughter comes back, and she comes back, and on their world, Henry and Lois were married, and that was their daughter. But on this world, on this earth, it's not.
So there's that little bit of riff in the very beginning where that's her mom, but it's not her daughter. It's just weird.
Yeah, but it picks it up right there, and then it throws you 3 months into the future. It picks up right there. It gives a little recap, and then it starts 3 months into, 3 months after that, to where, Henry and his daughter have moved to Metropolis. They're about to go to school there. Lois is kind of going through all sorts of emotions because she had a miscarriage on this earth, and they were going to name her. But Natalie, Henry Iron's daughter, came back, and she's going to Metropolis now, and she's trying to work through everything. Lois, she's going through the tragedy of, she's going through emotions because she kind of shunned her away when she came back. But, she's feeling emotions apparently because her mom kind of left her when she was young. So she's feeling that abandonment, and it's really eating at her, and she's got anger issues going on at this point. She's lashing out at the kids and at Clark. And this is just the first episode coming back.
Yeah. They really, for them, it was 3 months.
Yeah.
But within the first episode, that whole dynamic is pretty much done with a bow.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah.
She invites them to come move in with her. Talk about weird.
Yeah, she invites them because, Clark needs help because he's started having visions, and you see this like yellow glow thing, and he's seeing like something pounding through rock and stuff like that.
At the end of the first episode, I'm like, Kevin, is that Doomsday? And he goes, yeah, I think that's Doomsday.
I think that's Doomsday. Rock. Yeah. And I'm like, oh man, I'm thinking to myself, if it is Doomsday season 2, to start doing Doomsday may be a little early for that. Just saying. That's a little much for right now. But the mines, you got you know things going on at the mines where they're trying to dig the X whatever the X kryptonite
Ex kryptonite.
the X kryptonite out. They're trying to mine that out to make everything safe. But
Yeah,
this
but to make
creature,
it safe, you could tell there's
yeah,
something going on with that company that's doing that too.
definitely,
And that
definitely
creature we're talking about is coming from in the mines.
correct. And then you have let's see, Lois's dad retired, so now there's a new general taking over, and now he's using kids who had been exposed to the X kryptonite from season one
Yeah.
and making them Superman proxies. Like,
And then they got the S. I like when he said, basically that's my symbol. The world knows that as me.
mhm.
And dude's like, you don't own it.
Yeah, the
Or
dude's like,
something like that.
the world can use more than one Superman. I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
that's messed up. So you got that storyline, him being, Superman dealing with a new general who's a complete dick.
Yeah, because he basically tells Superman, "I want you to be you." Basically, have a owned by U.S. sticker on you. I'm just making that up, but
Yeah,
Superman's like, "No, I don't belong to just you guys. If I can help anyone from anywhere on this earth, I'm going to."
yeah. He said
And
he may be from the United States, but he made a pledge to the world. So, and that's what he's going to uphold. He's going to help the world. Superman is global. He's not just U.S. That's basic. And that's what happened in episode 1. He saved a North Korean sub from, basically imploding under the pressures of the sea because it failed and was sinking. And he saved it.
he took it back to North Korea, and dude's like, "You could have accidentally, taken it to
Yeah.
South Korea or somewhere
No, he
else."
was like, you could have brought it here to the United States. I'm like, hey, first of all, that's stupid because it had nuclear weapons. It could have been a trap. Superman brings the sub. All they have to do is hit a button. Just saying, kind of stupid. But
I didn't even think of that, but yeah.
yeah. It then you have another subplot of Jordan and Sarah from uh school. Who Sarah is Lana Lane's kid, and they're dating. Jordan and Sarah are dating. Well, Sarah comes back from camp, and she's kind of being standoffish with Jordan and they were dating before she went to camp. Sort of being standoffish.
I didn't like that. I didn't like what they did to her and them.
Yeah, it's
They
weird.
again 2 episodes in, they flip it and they fix it, but I didn't like that.
I don't think they fixed it. I mean, they introduced that for a reason, and I don't know what that reason is quite yet.
Dude,
But I don't know if
he's gonna end up because they're gonna this series is gonna last a while, dude.
Oh yeah. I
It's
think
gonna
they
be
set up.
Beverly Hills 90210. What's
I
up, kid?
honestly think they set it up for Sarah and Natalie to be together for a little bit. I mean, that's just the way I see it. But
I was thinking they're gonna break up because Sarah doesn't know what she wants, in that aspect.
I
And
thought that too. But
and Natalie being in the home with him, they're gonna grow close. And then Sarah's gonna be like, wait a minute, I do want you, but he's gonna be, all up with his sister. That's not really his sister. And it's gonna be like I said, 90210. It's gonna be 90210 with the
yeah,
kids.
you got
Not
that
that it's
subplot.
a bad thing. Yeah.
You got that subplot. Then you have another subplot where you have Lana Lane was helping a dude run for mayor because their mayor sucks, and then that dude dropped out, and now
then you
Lana's
saw like the mayor have issues in the last season.
right, and
And
now
they just I like how they did that. They put a little bit of crumbs in the first season and then they're paying it off.
now you have Lana going to be running for mayor in this season. So you have all these little threads going throughout this show, and we are covering episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4 right now, and we haven't even got to the big bad yet. Superman is having these visions. He don't know if it's because of the Eradicator, if it's like a remnants from the Eradicator because he had people inside of him. He goes to see his brother, but he goes and he tries to get his help to ask him if if he's had issues seeing visions and stuff, and he's had more people in him than anybody because of if you saw last season, all the people from Krypton were inside, you know, inside him. He became the Eradicator himself. So he's like, no, but I can help you. He takes him to his fortress, and it's all
because he destroyed Superman's Fortress of Solitude in the first season, but he still has his. So Superman wants to go.
And he also destroyed the crystal that had Superman's father on it, but now he has his mother's. His brother had his mother's crystal, so now he's able to talk to his mother. Yep. So, and she knows what this is. It is a interdimensional being that is causing Clark to have these visions. And throughout episode 1, 2, and 3, you see in 1, you see the hand bust through. At the end of 2, you see him bust through, and you see this mech suit. And it looks like almost straight out the comic of Death of Superman wearing that mech suit, Doomsday. But here's the kicker: at the end of episode 3, not Doomsday. It's Bizarro. It's Bizarro.
Yeah. And at the end of 4, like I said in the beginning of this, Lois's dad's all like, what are we going to do with this bizarre Superman out there?
Yeah.
I was like that gift from Leonardo DiCaprio. I was all.
Yeah, well, they set it up even before that. Lois was talking about, don't let this be your doomsday. And I'm like, oh, they set it up. But it was a bait and switch. Unless they're still going to call, this is CW. They like to mash characters together. This could be Doomsday / Bizarro. But dude, this looks like Bizarro straight out from the comics. He is almost an exact replica of Superman, except he has the backwards S. He has the scratches and the pale face. He has blue eyes instead of, the red eyes. Really cool looking. I'm really digging this show right now.
I told we're sitting there watching it, and when that happens, I'm going, useless. That's what my son called it. Trivia knowledge in my head. And Superman, I think, for the Quest for Peace, Christopher Reeves actually plays Bizarro and fights himself as Bizarro in the movie, and they took that subplot out. And they just look at me and they look away, like, because I'm always throwing useless
trivia. Yeah. So basically, at the end, there's also another subplot. Believe it or not, Jordan has.
Who's the other son?
Jordan has his issue. Jordan has his issue with Sarah. Jonathan has his issue. Jonathan, he's still riding the pine on football. And stuff like that. He's number 2, but now the X kryptonite is being sold on the streets, and it's giving people powers. It affects everybody differently.
This is what I told my kids too. I'm like, that's gonna hit him, and it's gonna make him even more powerful because he already has, the genes and blood of Superman.
It could unlock his, superpowers. That's what I'm thinking.
Which he hasn't really been jealous of his brother.
No.
That he has. He's been really supportive.
And that's one thing I love about this show. They're usually when you have shows like this and there's a brother that has powers or something different, the other brother's kind of jealous. No, they mesh well together.
Yeah.
He's very supportive. It's a family show. This is what family is supposed to be. This is supposed to be Superman's family. And it's perfect. They play this out perfectly.
And then Lois Lane is working at Smallville's newspaper, and she's having issues there too. So
apparently, a report that she did several years ago, with her sister Lana Lane. Lucy Lane. Lucy, she Lucy had issues and stuff like that. She was in a cult. She's recanting, and now there's this thread of, Lois, Lucy, and this cult. So there's all sorts of little spiderweb threads going out through, and this is only episode 4. So how are they gonna wrap this up in this season? This is becoming a lot. It's a lot to take in, but I am here for it. I'm definitely here
Yeah.
for it.
Agreed, man. I copy everything you just said. It's a good show. When me and Kevin's like, what do you want to talk about? Let's do Superman. Let's do it, man.
Let's
Because
do it.
it's a good show.
It really is. I encourage anybody who's watching this to go seek out the CW Superman and Lois. If I had to grade this season, giving it a school grade, I would give this an A. I'd give it an A.
An A. I would give it an A too, dude.
Yeah, maybe not so much an A plus because there's flaws. There's little flaws. It's not an A plus, but it's a
Besides
solid A.
me, there's absolutely nothing that's perfect in this world, man. So,
and moving on from that big of a thought. Remember, we started the show saying it. I'm gonna put it in right here too. Squad 15, www.thebandbox.com. For new subscribers, you enter Squad 15 and you get 50% off your first box.
try that cartoon or junior box out there, guys. Squad 15, get 15% off.
That's right. Go ahead and hook yourself up. You deserve it. All right, I do believe that does it for this episode of the Mod Squad. Felix, I am Kevin. Hey, I'm Bammer.
See ya.
Mod Squad in the house right here. Nothing but love for you guys.